conversation with children nowadays has become so very difficult. It's so difficult to talk to them because I find that they don't know how to converse with people, be it with elders at home, be it with their own teachers or their friends. They really don't know what to talk, when to talk, or how to talk. During our times, it came out very naturally for us to talk to our parents or any other elders in the house, or even our teachers or friends.
Yeah, I agree with you, Chetana. I think conversations are really not happening. I think with the advent of whatever the technology that we have, children are so communicating to these gadgets, and really not talking to people. And I think we, as part of schools, should be giving them a lot of opportunity to be communicating.
You're right, Kruthika. Because, when we talk about communication, teachers normally think that communication can be improved if a separate period is allocated for this. They include this in activities. They make it as a communicative activity.
Yeah.
But I really feel that communication starts right from the time the child boards the bus. The child has to talk to the bus driver, wish him, greet him, the bus cleaner, friends on the bus, the teachers in the bus. The child has to ask, what did you do yesterday after going home, and what not. Nowadays, children sit quietly in the bus, come to school, enter the gate, go to the classroom. So there is lots that can be done right from boarding the bus.
Correct. And as soon as they enter the school gate as well,
yeah,
they can say hi to the watchman, and friends from other classes, wish other teachers who don't travel in their bus. Or sometimes there are parents who come to drop the kids. They can always say a hi to their uncles and aunts.
Very true.
I think in classrooms where I have seen excellent communications happen, that is both listening skills and speaking skills, have largely been during circle time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So it's a very non-threatening atmosphere for the child.
Yes.
And with the teacher who can be supportive, can get the children to actively think and also respond, and children, and it also gives every child an opportunity to speak. So I think circle time should be done more often in schools to build on these communication skills of children.
You're right, Kruthika. When we talk about circle time, you ask any of the school teachers, they have a misconception that circle time is limited only to pre-primary. So that is where this circle time ends. I think, personally, if you ask me, this should be a continual process till grade 10.
Absolutely.
Because each child needs to express, vent out sometimes, because that's also very important. You never know what the child would speak during circle time. And this is a great opportunity for the teacher also to understand what has happened before the child has entered the school for the day.
Absolutely. It goes well even for teachers, even for us as adults.
Right.
Circle time is a beautiful activity, which enhances communication skills.
True.
Yeah. Another thing that can be done in schools is, teachers encourage a lot of collaborative activities in the class. Sometimes the children would be hesitant to talk to a teacher, but they're excellent with their own peer group, So when teachers assign these collaborative activities, children will learn to communicate with their peers. They will learn to negotiate, and even to allocate duties among themselves to be able to complete a task. Children also learn better from their peers. They can ask questions also,
without hesitation.
Exactly. And they're more comfortable asking there rather than in front of an entire class. Yeah. So collaborative activities are also excellent strategies. It's a very good, to be able to encourage these communication between children.
You're right, Kruthika. This reminds me of one of the class observations which I happened to be there in one school, where I witnessed this collaborative activity which the teacher had allotted in the class. And she had grouped the children into 4 teams, and the topics given were like advantages of time, disadvantages of time, and advantages of money and disadvantages of money. This was grade 4. I was just wondering, what would the children talk about disadvantages of time and disadvantages of money? And the answers or the points which they presented was mind blowing. So the group which had this topic, disadvantages of time, they had all communicated with each other. Each one had contributed to the list of points they had made, and then the way they presented it, the points, the children told, the main disadvantage of time is, if you're sad today and you want to go back to become happy which you were yesterday, that will never come back. I was shocked with the philosophy the children have spoken. If you lose time today, tomorrow you're not going to get back the same time. It made me think twice. Did these children really talk about these points? Grade 4 children talking about these philosophical points, I would like to say. And then this other group where they spoke about disadvantages of money. They told, if you have more money, you become more selfish and you're going to lose your friends. What a wonderful point it was. So I asked them at the end of the activity, how did you get these points? Who told? They said, ma'am, all of us discussed. So look how they communicated. These are activities I think it should be increasingly done in all the classes.
And that's all, apart from even communication, they also enhance thinking skills.
Right. Yeah.
And these are like higher order thinking skills, isn't it?
Yes.
Imagine 4th graders talking like this. Very true. I've also seen a few examples where a group is set to do an activity and one leader emerges, and the way that leader would communicate with the rest of the children.
Yeah.
And either assign duties. So there's this leader who emerges and this leader communicates with the rest of them. Some leaders who are democratic and they would ask for their peers to volunteer.
Yeah.
And they would kind of assign tasks or volunteer for tasks like I will make the chart. The other one might volunteer to research. The third person might volunteer to keep time. So each of them communicate with each other in such a way that in the end, the task has to be accomplished. And that's the beauty of, these collaborative works where this communication takes place.
Exactly.
And going forward in life also, they will have to work with collaborative spirit only, isn't it?
Very true.
So these are things, if they are, ingrained in children from a very young age, they will learn to communicate, very aptly is what I think.
Very true, very true. So, these collaborative activities will definitely help the children to bond with each other, and they learn how to manage their emotions.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true. And I too believe that, that if a classroom is a safe environment for children.
Yes.
And if the teacher is very supportive of children will start communicating because they just won't feel threatened.
True.
So it will enhance very good communication in classrooms.
Very
what
true.
I feel.
Very true.